If I were your child, would you treat me like this? That's what she whispered, barely audible as she stood barefoot in the rain outside the gates of her father's mansion in the city. But let's start from the beginning. Chinaza. She was born under a leaking roof in a remote village to a mother who died during childbirth and a father who vanished before her first birthday. Her grandmother raised her with calloused hands and soft songs. Chinaza fetched water from the stream, sold firewood to buy books, and walked miles to attend the only school nearby. But she was brilliant, so brilliant that when she won a national essay competition, a journalist came from Lagos to interview her, and that's when he saw her. Chief Obinna, a wealthy businessman from the city. When he read her name, he froze. Chinaza, daughter of Nkechi. He knew she was his child. The City Betrayal. Chief Obinna sent a message. He claimed her proudly, promised her a new life. Chinaza left the village with nothing but her mother's wrapper and a heart full of hope. But in the city, things changed. His wife hated her. His older children mocked her accent. She was never introduced at public events, never allowed upstairs. She ate in the boys' quarters. One day, his wife spat in her food. Another day, his son slapped her for looking at him wrongly. And Chief, he said nothing, just gave her money and told her to focus on her books. She tried, but loneliness is loud and pain doesn't keep quiet forever. Breaking point. At a birthday party, Chinaza was forced to serve drinks to guests, dressed in rags, while her half-sister wore gold. And that night, when everyone had left, Chief Obinna walked past her without even a glance. She ran after him, heart trembling, eyes full. Papa, he paused. If I were your child, she whispered, would you treat me like this? He said nothing. So she left, back to the village, back to her grandmother's grave. The return. Years later, the world saw her name again. Dr. Chinaza Obinna, Harvard graduate, international human rights lawyer, voice for abandoned children. At her foundation's inauguration, reporters asked her why she focused on the forgotten ones. She smiled softly and said, because once upon a time, I was a forgotten child too. When the master becomes the beggar, years had passed. The name Dr. Chinaza Obinna was now global. From New York to Nairobi, her voice echoed in halls where power listened. She had built schools in villages. She had rescued girls sold into silence. She had become the mother she never had to hundreds. But in the heart of Lagos, in a once proud mansion, a man with silvered hair sat alone. His empire had crumbled, his company gone, his sons scattered, his wife dead. And every night he saw her, not his wife, not his sons. Chinaza, the daughter is silenced with money. The girl who asked, if I were your child, would you treat me like this? One morning, he boarded a rickety village bus, holding nothing but an old photograph of her. The homecoming she was in her village compound, now a haven for orphaned girls. He walked in slowly, his agbada torn, his eyes empty. The guards tried to stop him, but she saw him. Their eyes met. Papa? She asked, not in hate but in disbelief. He dropped to his knees. Tears streamed down his face. I'm sorry, Naza. I was a coward. I chose pride over blood. She stood still, silent. All I have now is regret. And this photo from the first day I brought you to the city. He placed the worn picture at her feet. The girls behind her whispered, unsure what she would do. The healing. She didn't cry. She walked over and hugged him. And for the first time in decades, Chief Obinna wept not as a chief, but as a father. And Chinaza, she wept too, not as a broken child, but as a woman finally free. You can stay, she whispered. We don't turn away the forgotten here. And that day, the village saw something rare. A man who once denied his daughter now sweeping her compound with joy. And a woman who had every right to hate chose healing instead. That very day, the father gathers all the children under the village tree and tells them stories. Never forget where you're coming from.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and don't forget to subscribe for more content.